Yeah. Now, we've got a new report, and it shows, this is unbelievable, 17 Walgreens stores have closed, all in the San Francisco Bay Area, all because of losses from theft. Harmeet, Dhillon is with us. She is the co-chair of the Republican National Lawyers Association and a resident of California, I believe. Harmeet, what has happened to law enforcement in California?
Well, law enforcement in California has been in a sort of downward spiral for many years. Since 7 years ago, citizens passed a ballot measure that downgraded punishments for so-called smaller property crimes and drug use. And so the effect of that has been that any crime of shoplifting or larceny under $950, you basically get a speeding ticket and, can go on your merry way. And so what that has caused is criminal gangs to wholesale loot the, stores that have those kinds of items in them. And it's been going on for years. But I live in San Francisco, and the problem is particularly acute here because we have very liberal district attorneys who don't prosecute even serious crimes. And so it's become almost unlivable here in the city.
So you walk into a store, you pick up $900 worth of stuff, say, you walk out without paying for it, and not much happens. That's accurate?
That is correct. And what the stores have done meekly to respond to this is simply lock up everything. So if you want to go buy a $5 stick of deodorant, you have to call a clerk to unlock it for you. But, they can't quite do everything. And so what happened, I think there was some video earlier this week of a criminal riding in on his bicycle and sweeping items into a bag and casually just riding out again. We've seen this with our own two eyes in San Francisco. It's very common. And, besides this, what's happening is that throughout the city, stores are closing, particularly in the poor neighborhoods. And so this isn't just a problem affecting the avocado toast class. It's actually most affecting people who can afford it the least and who need small convenience stores and so forth in their neighborhoods. And our current district attorney, Kesa Boudin, is the son of weather underground terrorists. He has made it one of his planks that he is not going to prosecute this type of crime and many other crimes. So now we have hot larcenies happening, hot burglaries happening while you're in your house. People are breaking into the house in some of the nicest neighborhoods in San Francisco. So, but this is happening throughout the state, and it's causing people to flee California. And so, that's what you get when you have this type of a broken window problem.
Yeah, and it's Nancy Pelosi's district, but that's another story. I mean, California just fully reopened, but Governor Newsom is warning he could shut it down again. Listen to this.
At this moment, we're confident on the basis of the vaccination rates that we've seen, and if we continue to see them increase over the next few weeks, that we can turn the page on this pandemic. But again, always be mindful and ready if we need to oppose anything.
What's the mindset behind that?
The mindset is, this sort of fear porn peddling has been used to political advantage in California and allowed the governor to pass all kinds of ultra vires restrictions on our state. And he's loving it and he's thriving on it. Now, in other states throughout the United States, legislatures have responded to gubernatorial overreach by changing the laws and making sure that emergency powers are tightly restricted. No such luck here in California. And if Gavin Newsom isn't recalled in the upcoming recall election, I fear it's going to be even worse and more arbitrary. More work for lawyers like me, but very unfortunate for the populace in California.
There are planes leaving San Francisco every day for Orlando, Miami, Fort Myers, Jacksonville. Why didn't you get on a plane and
Austin.
leave?
Well, I have a business here. I, won several cases in the Supreme Court last year about the freedoms in California. 40 million Americans live here, and we have to fight for this great state. And so that's why I'm here, and I'm not going to let this go unchallenged.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to suggest you should move. Stay where you are and do the great work that you are doing. Harmeet, Dhillon, great stuff. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.